channel. We are doing History Complete series for all competitive exams. In that course, we have already offered Indus Valley Civilization and Vedic era in first two parts. This Buddhism and Jainism is our third part. If you have not watched the previous videos, please do watch that videos first and come to this third video for your better understanding. Let's get started. Here now we are going to discuss about Buddhism. The founder of Buddhism was Siddhartha, and Siddhartha came to known as Gautama Buddha. Let's see the transition from Siddhartha to Gautama Buddha, the journey in brief. Let's see here. You all know that Siddhartha was born on 563 BC, okay, in Lumbini, which is in Nepal now, and his father was Shuddhodana and mother was Mahamaya, and his foster mother was Prajapati Gautami, and he belongs to the Sakhya of Kapilavastu. Sakhya is nothing but of a cult, okay. He belongs to Sakhya of Kapilavastu, and he left his home at the age of 29 years and wandered for 6 years and met the master Alarakalma. His master name was Alarakalma, and Alarakalma gave the suggestion for enlightenment. He gave the suggestion, okay. He showed the path for enlightenment, and Buddha was followed his master and did a very severe and for so many years meditation under the peepal tree in Gaya, and he got enlightenment in Gaya. After getting enlightenment, Siddhartha was known as Gautama Buddha, okay, and he delivered his first sermon in Sarnath. Remember, it is the first sermon is Sarnath. So this is briefly about the transition of Siddhartha to Gautama Buddha, how he got enlightenment, okay. Now let's understand the teachings of Buddha. So the Buddha followed the eightfold path, which is known as Ashtanga Marga. So eightfold path, and he rejected the Vedic rituals and ceremonies. He rejected Vedic rituals and ceremonies, okay, and he accepted the caste system like Sangha type, okay, in his Buddhism. And his first disciple was Ananda. So remember, this is first disciple. So now we are going to understand this briefly about his teachings, okay. The Ashtanga Marga, he followed the Ashtanga Marga, okay. Now let's see briefly about his Buddhist councils. These Buddhist councils plays a key role in exploration of Buddhism all over the world. So how this Buddhism has explored because of this Buddhist councils. The first Buddhist council held at Rajgir at 488 BC. Remember, the years is very important. 488 BC at Rajgir under the Mahakashyapa monk and the king Ajatashatru, the first Buddhist council took place. What happened in the first council is, it's very important, the first council anyhow, for exam point of view. The compilation of two books took place. The first is Sutta Pitaka, another one is Vinaya Pitaka. The Sutta Pitaka is all about Jatakas. Jatakas is nothing but of the small moral stories written in between animals and the birds, and these Jatakas, it's around 550 moral stories are there in Sutta Pitaka. So this all about states about how to live the life, some moral values, and it describes about ethics and all, okay, in small stories, okay. It is written in the language Pali. And Vinaya Pitaka, okay, and Vinaya Pitaka, it is all about code of conduct, the way we have to behave, how to follow our principles, our ethics and values. It deals with this Vinaya Pitaka. It is written in Pali and Sanskrit, okay, some part in Pali as well as in Sanskrit also, both, okay. This is about first councils. So let's see the second council, okay. In The Buddhist second council held at Vaishali after 100 years from the first council. Okay, the first council took place in Rajgir. After 100 years, the second council took place in Vaishali. Okay, remember the name Vaishali. Under the monk Sabhakami, okay, under the monk Sabhakami and the king Kalashoka. Remember the name King Kalashoka. So under his King Kalashoka, under his reign, this second council took place. What happened in this council is the division of groups were took place. The division took place. Like the people or the disciples or the followers of Buddhists are split into two groups named Theravadi and Mahasangika. Theravadis and Mahasangika. Okay, Mahasangika. So they split into two groups. Okay, Sanghika. The reason why they split into two groups is, okay, the reason why they split into two groups is their thought processes are different. They're based on their thoughts. Okay, they have just split. And then third council, this is also very important council. The third council took place under the king Ashoka, under the monk Tissa at Pataliputra. Remember this name, Pataliputra. Okay, and in this third council, the compilation of third book Abhidhamma Pitika has took place. This Abhidhamma Pitika is all about philosophy. Okay, and brought three books together as Tripitikas. They accepted the previous two and three together they called as Tripitikas, and they explored the Buddhism based on these books. Okay, then the fourth council held at Kashmir under the monk Vasumitra and under the king Kanishka. So what happened in the fourth council? This fourth council is also very important. Here also the disciples were split into, the followers of Buddhism split into Hinayana and Mahayana. Okay, Hinayana and Mahayana. And what is the difference between Hinayana and Mahayana is, okay, let's see the difference between Hinayana and Mahayana. Basically, in Hinayana, the people believes in salvation by work. Their thought process is, we'll get the salvation by work, like by doing some service, okay, some kind of help the people, okay, that kind. And they believe in law of karma. Whatever we did in the previous, the karma will follow us, and our happiness, whatever our present situation, it depends upon totally of law of karma. They believe, Hinayana people, and they develop by the acts of the Buddha. So they follows the path of Buddha. And this Hinayana is completely written in Pali, and it mainly works as a Sangam. It's a group. Okay, this is about. Let's see the Mahayana. Okay, let's see Mahayana. So this Mahayana people works under spirit of the Buddha. Okay, they'll take the spirit of Buddha, and this mainly written in sutras in Sanskrit, but Hinayana written in the Pali. So here in Hinayana they feel the salvation by work, but here the people will think of faith. Faith is a belief in the God itself will gain the salvation. If you'll believe the God, if you'll serve the God, if you'll trust the God, we'll get the salvation. Okay, the people of this Mahayana. Okay, symbolism of personality. Okay, and above all, law of karma. Okay, but here law of karuna, compassion. The people of Mahayana people will believe of law of karuna, that is compassion. There in Hinayana they believe law of karma. So here the ideal is bodhisattva. Okay, and the symbols of worship of Buddhism. Let's see symbols of worship of Buddhism. The first is birth is lotus, and the renunciation, the symbol is horse. Enlightenment symbol is people. First sermon is Dharma Chakra. Death is Stupa. Vihara is residence of monks, and Chaitra is a temples of Buddhism. This is about Buddhism. Let's see the Jainism now. Jainism. This Jainism has spread by or explored by 24 Tirthankars, and in that the first Tirthankar name is very important, Rishabdeva, and the 23rd Tirthankar name is Parsavanath, and the real founder, we can say, of this Jainism was 24th Tirthankar known as Mahavira, real founder of Jainism. Mahavira is also known as Vardhaman. The Vardhaman has came to known as Mahavira. Let's see the transition of from Vardhaman to Mahavira. Vardhaman. Let's see the transition. The life of Mahavira. Okay. Generally, this Vardhaman was born in 540 BC in Kundugram, and he also wandered for 12 years. At Jimbigram at Vaishali, he attained the Kaivalya. Okay, attained the Kaivalya, and he, after attaining the Kaivalya, Vardhaman is known as a Mahavir. Mahavir is nothing but of the conqueror of senses. Mahavir is nothing but of conqueror of senses. Okay, so it is known as Jain. Okay, so Jaina, it is known as Jaina. Hence, the people who follows the Jaina is known as Jains. Hence, the Jainism has started. So, he got demise in 468 BC at Pavpuri in Rajgir. Okay, Pavpuri, Rajgir. Let's see the teachings of Jainism. Okay, some of the teachings of Jainism. Here, the Jainism people follows the cardinal principle, 5 cardinal principle called Panch Mahavrata. This Mahavrata is for monks, and Panch Anuvrata is for lay followers. Okay, Anuvrata is for followers. This is for monks. Okay, that is the difference. And the 5 cardinal principles like Ahimsa, non-violence, Satya means truth, Asteya means non-stealing, Aparigraha is no property, and Brahmacharya is celibacy added by Mahavir. So this is the 5 principles that Jainism will teach us. The mainly Ahimsa means no one should follow the violence. Everyone should follow the non-violence. Okay, everyone should follow the path of truth. No one should steal anything. So non-stealing. No one should attain any kind of property. So that is also no property. And Brahmacharya was added by 24th Tirthankar in his principles, and Brahmacharya is celibacy added by Mahavira Vardhaman. Okay. Okay. Now we are discussing about Jainism councils. The first council held at 4 AD at Pataliputra. Okay, here the first Jainism council held at 4 AD. Okay, and in this council the people have divided into mainly 2 sects called Svetambars and Digambars. Okay, Svetambars is nothing but of the white cloths. Remember, white cloths. And Digambars is known as the sky cloths. Sky cloths is nothing but of they don't wear the cloths. Okay, and Svetambars is the white cloths. They wear the white cloths, and it's minimum white cloth they wear. So the mainly what happened in this first council is the split of the followers of Jainism into Svetambars and Digambars. And another Yapaniya is also one of the sect or the group has split, and it is mainly Yapaniya. Remember, this is also the another group, and it was mainly probably found by the Kalasa monk. He is also one of the Svetambara. So this is, you have to remember, Kalasa. Under the Kalasa monk has split as a Yapaniya also group also split. And this happened. Okay. And the second held at 6th AD at Vallabhi. Okay, which is now in Gujarat. Okay. The second council held at Vallabhi at 6th AD. So, in this second council, the compilation large number of books in Sanskrit took place. So, that is mainly about compilation of large number of books in Sanskrit helps in exploring or spreading of the Jainism all over the world. The main motive of this council is to explore the Jainism. Okay, this is all about Buddhism and Jainism. Hope this is very helpful to you. Let's meet in another video. Thank you.